sessions, all the practical that we have. Let me share my screen. So we have completed up to this. Uh, Let me share. Okay. Means today I will only say this one, 32. That means how we can create a bucket, Google Cloud platform bucket, and we can upload our file and will make the file publicly accessible. That means if you have done with any project, any web applications, anything else. So we can also, we need that our projects, our files or folders, anything that should be available publicly, that anybody with internet access from anywhere can access the file. So how can we do that? I will just say. And if you want to run that cloud SQL, and if you want to access this bucket also, you need the billing account, right? So without the billing account, it's not possible to create the bucket and to upload the file. Everything you can do, but in order to activate, in order to create the bucket, you need the billing account. That means you need to pay for that. So in free it's not available. So I will share, I will just demonstrate the process, that how we can create and how we can upload your file, how you can make your file public, so that anybody with the internet access with the link can also share, can also access, right? So this one. So if you are accessing that your the project, that means whenever you create the project on Google Cloud, you have to make the billing account enable for your project. That means, so the things that I was demonstrating, that was free of cost. That was not enabled with any billing account. But in order to work upon SQL, in order to work upon uploading our projects, then everything, that means if we have done any file, then we need to pay something, right? Some amount. So that's why we need a billing account. So how to do, you can also activate the billing account by adding the file and make your file available to everyone. Edit permission, or read permission, or you can also make any user the owner of your that file, that he or she can do anything. So you can also give permissions. Okay, so all those things we'll just see. Right, so shall we start or wait for a while? Okay. Okay. So say that everyone just you go to your console cloud Google, type this, that you know how to open your Google Cloud. That is, you have to type Google console cloud Google, right? So here, this is the thing, that console.cloud.google.com, that this platform I need to click. Then you will see this kind of interface, and here it will show you the number of projects that is already created, and you can also create the recent project, right? So here what you will do, that suppose I need to give permission, let I am working in this folder, in this project, right? So currently I'm in this project, and I want to give permission to a particular user to do any work or do any editing, or if I have something stored in this Google Cloud account, then that person can only read, or I want to make that person the owner, then how can I do that? So here you have to type IAM. Okay, IAM. In the search bar, just type this IAM. Okay, so what is this meaning of IAM? So full form is identity and access management. That I stands for identity, A stands for this is access, and M stands for management, right? So first of all, you see that what is the meaning of this one, why it is required. So you can get from here also by searching. This is in the search bar, type IAM, or you can go this navigation menu, click, then you will see this IAM and admin portion. Then whenever you click upon this, you will see this one, IAM, right? So here also you can do. Let me start. Okay, so there are two ways of getting this IAM. So what is this here? Let me describe what is the meaning of IAM. Okay, so full form is Identity and Access Management. Generally, we do what? We provide access to any user. That means if we need that, we have something in our Google Cloud store, then if we want some user, any of the user, that may be in any number, if we need that these persons should edit the things that I have stored in my Google Cloud account. And if I need some person should only read that what I have stored, or if I want to make them owner or any kind of access I want to give, then have to use the make of this IAM. So this is, you can see, you can see from this IAM and admin, click upon this IAM, you will also get this kind of interface. Otherwise, from this search bar, you have to type IAM. So IAM and admin. So click upon that, you will get this kind of interface. So what is the meaning of this IAM? So it is, you can say that it tells who a user is and what they are allowed to do. That means specifically you want to give access to the users. Okay, which user you want to provide access and what they can do, what are the privileges that are provided by you to the user. So this is told by this IAM. So you can see that you might have seen that suppose you have gone to any let I'm talking about any university, and there in some universities you can see bouncers are there. That means they will, or if any function or any event is being organized, so in the university you can see the bouncers are there standing in the entrance, so that they will check the ID of the person or ID of the student, even the faculty teaching, non-teaching staff, even the students, and they will just make sure that these are the persons associated with the university and they should enter into the university, and any person that is not related to the university they cannot go. So this is the work of this IAM. So it will give access or it will give permission to the users that should access, that we allow them to access our repository. Otherwise, if anybody is not related to any company or any organization that we have provided access, then we'll just filter them out that they won't use our repository. Okay, so this is the way. So what it can be, otherwise it can be just example explained that if you will just explain that in technical term, it is a means of, you can say, the managing a given set of users. We can provide access to any number of users or all users. We'll just generate a link and we'll just give that to any user who can access. But the privilege is that suppose that we are giving access to any organization, that this is the organization, these are the employees of this organization, this is the code of the organization or employee ID of the organization. This organization can access the cloud only if we have provided this privilege to the organization. Then if anybody, any hacker is there and that person wants to hack or wants to access the cloud also, the secret files we have stored in the cloud, that person want to access, then it will just check whether that person belong to that organization or not. If there is any mismatch there at any point, because it will check the credentials, then it won't give access to that person to access the cloud, files stored in the cloud. So it will give, it will work in this way. That means we can also say that three authentication factors are there. That means something the user knows, something the user has, something the user is. Right. So there are three modes of authentication factor that is provided by IAM. Right. So you can say that access, you know, that what data a user can see and what are the actions they can perform once they log in. So suppose a person is there, he wants to log in through the email. So he that means he, suppose he has logged in through the email, so he can now send and receive all the emails. Okay, so if a person does not have that email ID, doesn't have that password, so can that person log in or use the all the things? That means whether he can send or whether he can read or whether he can receive the emails? No. Okay. So this is the means you can see the security that is provided by IAM. So you can say that why is IAM so important for cloud computing? Because you know that if you look at your syllabus, there is also one point that is the description about IAM, that how IAM works in Google Cloud. Okay, so you can also describe, you can also, if you need to know something theory regarding this IAM, you can also do. So that means in cloud computing generally, data is stored remotely and it can be accessed over the internet. Okay, because you know that in cloud users can connect to the internet from almost from any location by any device. So it most of the cloud services are device and location wise. Any company using this particular device to access resources online stored on cloud so that everyone can access. So we have to give him certain permission. So prior to, suppose something is not files are not stored in the cloud, that means the corporate can incorporate this firewall protecting. You know that what is firewall? So firewall protecting the internet network or the physically access the server by breaking into means you can say that into various internal employees. That means they will, this firewall will provide just act like a security guard to provide access to the files that is stored. Okay, so all these things we can do. And here this is all about this IAM. So how we can do that? This is the thing that I have already created. That means I have given this user. This is any user I have given. I do not know any user, but I know the email ID of that user. Okay, so let I just use this as for the testing purpose. So whenever you give access, okay, you can give any role. You can give any role, that means the access permission to any users. So here this is my email ID and the name of mine, and this is my role, that means I am the owner of this one. So let I want to give access. Okay, so how can I do? Just click upon this grant access. Okay, so whenever you click on grant access, you will be asked to add the principal. That means the user that you want to provide access. Suppose you want to provide access to a particular user. Okay, so in that case, it is useful. Suppose you know one person or you know one organization, you know the employees. You might have seen that whenever we get the salary, means if you are working in somewhere and they are providing you salary, so they do not they do not provide salary to one by one. They just prepare a sheet and just enter the employee code, employee email ID if necessary. But the main thing is the employee code along with the means you can see that account number is there and salary is credited. That means it's done in a bunch. So if you want to add, if you want to give particular user a permission, any type of permission, you can just add the email ID. Okay, so add the email ID. So let then assign the roles. Okay, you have to add the email ID. You at your side you just add the email ID that any person you want to give the access, and you have to select, click upon this, select a role. Just click upon this, then see, this is the basic. If you will click upon the basic, the roles are browser, editor, owner, viewer. Okay, so it can view, can edit, and owner. Let I have created this one, so I'm the owner of this. Then any kind of access you can see so many roles are there. Right? So many roles are there. Along with that, suppose if I click upon this, the roles will be. So if I click upon this cloud domain, that will be cloud domain admin. I can be the admin. I can provide admin access to a user. I can provide viewer access to user. So that depends upon me that how I can access. I can give access to the users. Okay. So these are the various roles. You can see a number of things are there. Okay. Let one more thing is let basic is there, and you want to see, you want to give this viewer, that means view most Google Cloud resources. That means he or she can view only, okay, cannot do any change. So you have to give this name, this email ID, then change this. If you want to add any other role, you can also click upon this and click upon the save. So whenever you will do this, you will just see this kind. This is the name of the principal, that means name of the user, or the, you can say, the email of the user that I have only entered. So this person can have this kind of roles. I have provided these roles to that person. So you can provide any role to any person. That means if you want to allow, if you want to give permission to a user that this user can do this time kind of actions, can perform this kind of actions upon my projects or upon my file that I have in my, in the cloud, I have stored in the cloud, then you can give the permission. This is one way. Okay, this is one way. What is the another way? That how you can make your whole entire project available to the user, to any kind of user on the internet. That means you have to store your project, you have to store your file, you can upload the file so that anybody with that can access from the internet. Okay, so for this, so see that if I will work, let I'm just work upon this SQL won't work because it needs a billing account, right? So if I might have the billing account, so I may show that how we can create the database, how we can insert rows, tuples, etc., everything that in that we do in the database management system, everything we can do. Okay. Yeah, from cloud storage. Okay, from the left hand side, you can see there is pinned products. Cloud storage is there. Whenever you click upon the bucket means, that means you are getting a storage, and there you are just uploading your file. You have created a file, you have created an application, you have saved it anywhere, and you want to create a storage in this cloud, and you want to store your projects upon that buckets. Okay, so you can create number of buckets. So from this also, from here, click upon this, everybody do search the bucket. From the left hand side, click upon these three dots, and it will get, okay, this is buckets, right? See, here in this case, you can see buckets are there. This is create. That means, what is the meaning of this one? We can create a bucket. But whenever you can see from my screen, whenever I'm just putting the mouse over here, it is saying that unable to create a bucket when billing is disabled. That means in my this Mona Lisa project, I have not enabled the billing, I have not paid. Okay, so if I have not paid, so then I cannot access the resources. Okay, so that's why it is just denying me that you cannot create bucket, you cannot store your file. So if you want to do, you have to just enable a billing scheme to your project. Okay, to create this, you can do by that way. So whenever you just create, you will get all those things available here. So how can we do? I can't show you in practical because I do not want to pay for to add the billing account. So that's why I have some screenshots for you, so that if you are interested in associating the billing account to the Google Cloud, then you can do, and you can just follow the process to upload your file to make that available freely to the users. Okay, so let me show that screenshots here. Okay, so is it visible? Is it visible? I think so. You know? Okay. Okay. So this is what this is. Let me. This is your Google. This is your console cloud engine. Console.cloud.google. That means this is the first page. The first page that I showed whenever I entered into this console.cloud.google.com. This is the first page. You know, this is the name of the project, and this all these things. Then here, either you can search from the search bar, bucket. I can show you here. Either you can search here, bucket, or you can just click upon the navigation menu, then just click upon this cloud storage, you will get bucket. So there are two ways of getting. So let I just searched this bucket and it is showing me the option to create bucket. Okay. Why it is showing me? Because I have enabled. Means the screenshot I have taken, that person has enabled that billing account. Okay. So that's why you can see here this is create bucket. Without you won't get that. So this is create bucket. So you have to click upon this create bucket. Let me just increase the size. Okay, create bucket. Then whenever you create bucket, then you will see this kind of interface. What is name of your bucket? That name should be globally unique. That means you cannot give the same name if it is already in use. So you have to give the name of your bucket and just check whether it is available or not. So once it will available, that means it is not used by any other user, then it will say that it's okay. It won't say give you this red mark. Okay, then after that you will see that monthly cost estimate. So if you will use the bucket, what can be the monthly cost estimate? What according to the size that you are providing, according to the data you want to use for your, that means the size of your bucket, the files you have stored. So as per the file size, as per the capacity of the bucket, it may charge you. Okay, so you can get this monthly cost estimation after creating this the bucket. Okay, so as per the files you will store in that bucket, this will give you this monthly cost estimation, that how much you will pay to use that bucket to store the files. Okay, so after that, after creating the name of the bucket, you have to click on create. So whenever you will click on create, you will get, let I just named the bucket here and click on create, right? So whenever you click on create, you will just see this kind of interface. This is the bucket details. So this is the newly created bucket that I created recently, and here you can see that so many things are there. I have created a storage there. I have to put. So how we can do? You can upload file, you can upload folder, you can create the folder also, you can manage, you can delete that also. Okay, so it depends upon you that how you want to deal with the bucket. So whenever you click upon this box, you can see here, this is one written buckets, then this is MBCC2. That means within this buckets, I have created one bucket that is MBCC2. So whenever you click upon this bucket, you will see that this will be highlighted, this will be highlighted, that the hyperlink will be there. So whenever you click upon this bucket, you will see this number of buckets created. Okay, number of bucket, that means whenever you just deploy any application, so for that these buckets are also can be created. Okay? But I have created this MBCC2 bucket here, so you have to click upon this, you have to click upon this. So whenever you click upon this, or suppose you have you will see that these are the buckets already created, you can also click upon this create bucket to create another one, new one. Or you have to click upon the this checkbox, and if you want to delete a bucket, you can also click upon, then you have to click this delete, and that will be deleted. But I do not want to do anything, but click upon this the bucket that you have created. So the created bucket is MBCC2, then click upon that. So whenever you click upon that, you will get, okay, you'll get this. Okay, you'll get this. That means now my bucket is empty, I have not put any file in the bucket. So that's why when you are creating the bucket, you might be seen that this kind, whenever you are creating the bucket, the monthly cost is 00. That means it is not showing you anything, because you are now creating a bucket, you have not put any files and folders inside that bucket. You can see the storage and retrieval storage size. So as per the storage size, data retrieval size, so according to that, the operation you want to perform on the storage and the files you have stored in the storage in the bucket, so it will charge you. Okay, this is the monthly estimation you can see. So whenever we just click upon the bucket we have created, so it will show you various options, and it will show you blank, because we have not uploaded any file, or we have not uploaded any folder, we have not created anything, we have just recently just created this MBCC2 folder, sorry, bucket. Okay, so what you want to do, Now you have some applications, you have some files, you have some folders stored. You want to upload that in this so that that will be available publicly on cloud to everyone. So what you will do, you have to click upon this upload files. Let me increase the size. Okay, you have to click upon this upload files. So whenever you click upon this upload files, it will redirect you. So it will redirect you to the place where you have stored your files. So let I have stored files. These are the stored files here. I have stored all these files. So which one I need, I have to click upon that, right? I have to click upon that. So let I need this file. So I click upon this and this will be visible here. This is open, this is cancel. So you have to click upon the open. So whenever you click upon open, it will just the file will be visible here. That means you want to upload this file, this diagnostic hyphen test file to your bucket. So once it will just complete the upload process, it will say that it is now complete, uploading one item complete, and it will be displayed here. Previously there was nothing to display, but after completion it will display all those things, the files that you want to upload here. So you can see that I have uploaded here. Okay, I have uploaded this file, and whenever you scroll across, you will see that the public access, it is not public. Before giving permission, that by default is not public, but you need that this file or any product, any project, any applications you have developed, that should be available to public. But whenever you uploaded that file, that is not public. Okay, public access, it is not public, right? So what can you do? There you can see, you will see that there are three dots here. At the right hand side corner you will see dots. So you have to click upon that three dots. Yeah. So whenever you click upon the three dots, you will see edit metadata, edit permission, copy. These all things will be there. But you want to edit the permission. You want to make it public so that everyone can access over the internet. So you have to click upon this edit permission. Right. So let me increase the size. This is edit permission. Okay. So whenever you click upon this edit permission, you will be opened with this kind of interface. This kind of interface. It will show you that this is the name of the file, and here you have to click upon add entry. Add entry. There will be one tab of add entry. So whenever you will click upon this add entry, what you will see that this kind of interface will be again available. Let me show you. Okay, this kind of interface, same thing. Click upon this add entry, you will see this tab, all these tabs will be blank. So whenever you click upon this is domain, group, user, project, public. That means you want to make that file public, you want to make that application public. So click upon this public. Okay, you can give the name. Otherwise, click upon this add entry. Then you will see that this file will be available publicly. If you want to make your file available to any particular user, number of users, you can give the email ID. Otherwise, click upon this, you will see all users are written. So click upon the all users, so any user can access over the cloud, right? And this access you can provide reader, owner, editor, etc. Then after doing that, you will see that same thing I was showing. No? I was just saying that this is public, and in the name person it is written all users, all users, authenticated user. That means you know these are the users you are you want to provide access to particular user or any user over the cloud. If they can access, they have the link, they can also access. So you want that every user that has permission to access the cloud can also view my file. So you can click upon this all users, and here you will give access reader, owner, editor permission to the all users. Click upon this save. Then you will see, after doing that, you will see that this is the file, this is the project, this is the folder, this is your application that you want to upload in the cloud. You have uploaded, and this public access is public to internet. Okay, here after giving this access, clicking upon the save, you will get this public access, public to internet. Now it is publicly available. Open the internet, and there is the copy URL. One option will be there, copy URL. Just click upon that URL. Okay, click upon that URL. Same thing, it is written, copy the URL. Then in the internet also, if you will see, you will just paste that in the internet. That means it is now available from any device, from anywhere. If that product is now available. Okay, so as you have given access to all the users, so any users over the cloud, over the internet, at any location can also access. Okay, so this is one way. See, this is one file, right? This is one file, the particular file that is that we want to make it publicly accessible. Suppose a number of files are there. You didn't want to do the same process for each and every files. Okay, let you have number of applications. You are a web developer. You have developed so many applications, and you have stored everything, and you need that all the files should be available to all the users. So how can you make the entire object public? Okay. So here you want to do that whenever you click upon the buckets details, you will see one tab will be there. This is permission, this is add, this is remove, this is principal, this is rows, right? So click upon this add. So whenever you click upon this add, let me show you. Click upon the add, then you will see that same principles here. All users you have to write, click upon this all users, that means every user can access. Here you have clicked upon the buckets, you have not clicked upon the particular bucket. So in the previous example we have clicked upon this MBCC2, that means this bucket only you want to make available to all the users. But like you have created number of files, number of web applications, you have to make available all the entire storage, entire repository to everyone. So click upon this bucket details, click upon this add, then you will get this credentials. Just fill all the users, select the roles. As I told you that how can you select the role, then you can select the role and click upon save. So as per the permission that you want to give to, here you can see new principals, all users. Okay, you want to give access to every user, the all the bucket that you have already stored. You do not have to write one by one, give access to the all the users. You do not have such that much time. Okay, so you will make all the buckets that is created by you in your project available to all the users. So any user, if they need any kind of projects, any kind of application, then as per their need, as per the permission we have given to them, they can also access. Okay, so in this way also, give the new principals, give the role your permissions, and click upon this save. You can see here there is a cloud storage. After selecting this new principles, give this to all users, then select a role. So whenever you click upon the select a role, you will see I have showed, you can see number of roles are there. Okay, so just click upon this cloud storage, and you will see storage admin. That means you want to make all the users as storage admin, object creator, object viewer. That means you need that all the users should view my file, should view my project, should view whatever I have done. So you want to give this storage object viewer. So whenever you click upon this, that means and click upon the save, that means to all the users you have made them the storage object viewer. That means they can access, they can view that what have you have stored, what public what applications you have made, what are the files you have made in the cloud. Okay, so this is the way by which you can do all these things. Okay, but the things can be done if once you just enable your billing account, everything can be done. Okay, thank you. Sylvester, are you clear with her doubts that you were asking yesterday? Okay. Okay, so you want to, if anybody wants to do such kind of operation, just first pay something. Otherwise, they won't permit you to access the resources. So then only this is the same process. You can upload your means stocks. You can upload your storage files and anything you have. You can upload on cloud and you can give access to the users. Okay. So now we have done with up to this 32 experiments we have covered, and I have covered almost I covered entire your practical syllabus, right? So bucket, IAM, everything, that is SQL also. SQL I told I couldn't show you because I do not have this billing account, and so that's why it's not possible for me to show. But I told you that this is the way. Let me show it again. If anybody is interested in just creating a database, creating a table, you can click upon this SQL, right? SQL. See, it is showing me no active billing account. So once you just create the billing account, enable the billing account. Suppose I have enabled this project, Mona Lisa project. I have activate the billing account. Then I won't means I won't get this kind of billing account activation prompt. Okay. So here I will see this is after you enable the billing account with your project, you will see this is MySQL, SQL servers are there. So click upon that MySQL. You will see the space to write the command. You know how to create a database, create database name. Then you will see the database is created. Then you can create the table. You know how to create the table. Same. The SQL format will be same. Create table name. You have to enter create the table. You can also insert the table, you can insert data, you can modify the data. The query, the command will be same that you run in SQL, but here you have to run in cloud. Okay, same thing will be same, but it can be done after this. You can see in my screen after doing that, everything will be visible to everyone. Okay, you can do. Okay, so we have completed. Then any doubt regarding anything from the entire 25 classes I have completed, na? 5 theory and 20 just practical classes. So any doubt upon anything want to ask me? Okay. Okay. So I will share this, na? I will share this in a group and you can also see. Let third sem, right? MCA third sem. Means on means the subjects you are teaching there for all the subjects. Why did you do online classes? Okay. Yeah, Mohammed. Good. Okay, so all those things we have done, that I would choose this, means do one thing that I will share this. This already shared yesterday also. Today, this one I have added that how we can create the bucket, how can upload, how can I make the file accessible publicly. So I've already added this. I will again share. So all these things we have done. I have shared with the recordings also, I think, and before me you are also getting the recordings from RC Delhi, right? So just all listen all those recordings and do practice. If anybody has not started yet, do practice that how we can just write if any program is there, because the logic will be same and you can get any type. That means upon this Google Cloud, upon this virtual machine, you can get any question, but you should remember that how we can do that, how we have done in the sessions. So the apply the same process and you will just do the workout. Okay, Ibrahim, you are the new one, I think. Ibrahim, I have not seen you earlier. Okay, actually my camera is not working from the last 2 to 3 days, so I cannot switch on the camera. Yeah, I'm not able to join the class. Mm. Mm. Your mic is not working. Okay. Okay, Yusuf. Yes, yes, Yusuf was attending in classes. No, from last few days you were not there, Yusuf. Okay. What about Anas? He is not joining. Sylvester, what about Anas? He has not joined from last 2 to 3 classes.
Yes, me too. I'm unable to reach him. I have been trying his number, but I can't get through him.
Yeah, yeah he might be out of station, right?
Possibly.
Yeah. Okay. Ibrahim is a new one, and all others they keep on attending the class.